12 years ago, we were 20 years old and we lost our first baby at 11 weeks. So we were convinced that we weren't going to be parents. Year after year, anytime you'd miss a cycle, you would get yourself all excited and I'd be like, oh, maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the time when we've actually conceived and we're going to have a baby this time. I will definitely say as we've gotten older, we haven't always stuck with church. And as terrible as it sounds, I think sometimes when you go through something like loss, sometimes you question why that happens. And maybe you start to lose a little bit of your faith over time. So here we are 12 years later, finding out, getting the positive test at home. We were not sure where to turn. Didn't have a current doctor, we didn't have insurance. I had called around different offices and I was being turned down left and right just for the simple fact that I possibly could have been further along than most women when they find out. So I had a friend of mine who came to Hope Rising probably been about 9 years ago, and she just told me how amazing it was and how when she was really unsure, they helped her out. And she said that they even had offered free ultrasounds, at least that would give us a starting point so we could know exactly where we were at in the pregnancy. So we gave it a call and we were actually able to get in the very next week.
First experience showing up to Hope Rising, sat in the lobby and they called my wife back, and a few minutes later you hear a bunch of laughter and 3 or 4 happy women in the background. What the heck? They come out and get me, and sure enough, boom, we're pregnant. We have a baby and we see him.
So this here is actually the very first ultrasound that we saw that day when we went to Hope Rising. And to our shock, we were already 27 weeks along.
So Hope Rising helped us with parenting classes and Dr. Dad, and offering up the baby bucks that we can earn as a couple. We both earn some.
The nice part about the parenting classes, we found out at 27 weeks, so we didn't have much time to prepare. And then I also had some health issues along with the pregnancy. So we actually were induced at 37 weeks, and they were able to get us through a 10-week course in just 6 weeks. Ruth was my mentor that I worked with. Through Hope Rising and working with Ruth really restored a lot of my faith. I think I had trouble, just wondering what could I have possibly have done wrong to deserve, heartache of not being a parent or losing a baby. And I think Ruth really helped restore that faith that I had. And after having this beautiful gift, how could it not be God's work?